Are you really ready for this journey to become enlightened, to become conscious and aware of what's really going on in this world? Are you really actually ready? See, most people think they're ready, but they're really not ready. Because all of the, you know, programming that you've taken in over the years from birth, leading all the way up to this moment where you're watching this video, thinking about whether you are ready for consciousness, ready for awareness, ready for enlightenment, ready to basically just hear the truth about this life. And while we're here, what is our purpose? Where do we come from? What are we capable of while we're here? And more importantly, outside of now, where are we going next? Are you ready to really peel back the onion and hear all of the truth about what this life is? Because there's many layers of this life. And honestly, there's a lot of beautiful things that comes with knowing versus operating from mere faith and belief. Because, faith alone, belief alone is stagnation and confusion and, a lot of hope, which is really cute because if you hope, you might, but if you know, you will. So like, if you're really ready to let go of all of your previous thoughts and all of the things that you've learned over the years, then you preparing to embark on a journey that's so beautiful and so amazing, but yet it also holds a certain level of conviction as well. There's responsibility. There's an old saying, once you know, knowing is half the battle. That's not the beginning. Knowing is half the battle. Like once you know, you can't unknow. You can't stop knowing. It just continues to expand. Once you tap into your awareness. Now, some people want to stick their head in the sand and they just want to let life happen. They don't want to participate in life. But here's the thing. If you're not participating and you're not in control of your life, something or someone or some being is actually in control of you. If you're not in control, something has to be in control. So if it's not you, and let's just say it's just your ego, and we want to just blame it on the ego, the physical body, the physical self, the fleshly avatar, and we want to blame it on that, your brain stores a lot of information that's been given to it, downloaded, uploaded to it over time based on the experiences that you've experienced or anyone that you've been connected to and their experiences. So, it's still a collaboration of you. So, the whole thing of it is you have to participate in this reality. You have to participate in this life. You can't just live life, with your head in a sense, basically letting life happen. You don't want life to just happen to you. You're supposed to be participating. Matter of fact, the universe collaborates with you, when you do activate, your power and begin to, experience this life collectively with the one, the all, But there's only one single thing that brings you to know anything, and that's experience. So, some of you who have actually taken on this journey to become enlightened, you're experiencing some things that you have never experienced before, and others you're experiencing nothing but confirmation on what you already knew. Deep down inside you already knew. And you're like, this ain't nothing new. Like, I knew this, though, but now you know this. For sure, you have confirmation. Some of you are experiencing things where, right when you became enlightened, everything started to fall apart, where it looks like it's falling apart, but what's really happening, it's like when you lift weights and you break it down that muscle tissue, how it rebuilds itself. Everything's being made new. So that means that, like, when you become conscious and aware, everything comes to the surface. Like, whatever those things are, it comes to the surface and you're able to deal with it versus just hide it and put a throw rug over the stain that's on the floor, acting like there's no stain still there. It's time to clean the floor. It's time to make sure that you take care of those things that you've kind of tucked away, and maybe, covered up a little bit or covered up a lot, like whatever the case may be, to become conscious and aware. There's no other way other than to face those fears, face those things that you haven't been necessarily able to, or haven't had a desire to face it. So, but the beauty in facing all those things is like you look at yourself in the mirror and you're able to see like your true self, who you are, and the peace that comes, the weight that lifts when you face those things, it's amazing. But what's even more amazing is the fact that only then does like this veil fully lift and you're able to tap into that, internal spiritual consciousness, that evolutionary eye of all, and evolve and grow and build. And next thing you know, you're tapping into your abilities and your powers. And, just like your skin grows back on its own when you get a cut or a scratch, you immediately build skin. That's a natural part of us. It's a natural part of our being. It's a natural part of our ability to, rejuvenate ourselves. Break a bone, they put you in a cast, so your bone mends itself, So there's so many beautiful things about this life. And once you come into consciousness, awareness, once you tap into that spiritual awareness, your life begins to change. And then you start to realize that your thoughts actually do create your reality.